Hello, quick video diary, day 8, first part of the run. It's certainly not the morning because I'm lazy. Different because last night I was back at home. I made my way across, so I was actually able to go home, which obviously was amazing. I have to be honest, I was a little bit concerned, purely because do something like this. You need to be very, very focused. You need to be able to concentrate, and as I say, you need to put yourself in a particular mindset and stay in the zone. And I was a little bit worried that going home would just start to feel comfortable, because it's easy once, as I say, if you need to keep focus, once you find yourself getting comfortable and getting settled, it's easy to sort of lose that focus, and I didn't particularly want that. So. But obviously I was looking forward to going home, so I had a great night. What I do want to do is say thank you to everyone who was able to put a message to my mum. That was fantastic. It was a very nice surprise for her when she got in. I was going to film it, but I think we've all had enough crying, haven't we? So, not about mum, by the way. I was a wreck. I did like Emma's suggestion of 2 birthdays for my mum, and I think I may well take her up on that one. So, I don't know, I'll probably just pick a date and then tell my mum when her birthday is. Anyway, so no, that was great, and I much appreciate that. It was a nice surprise. So today, just in terms of what the deal is, we're cooking with gas really. I think I've got a lot of running to do, and I am in a lot of pain, there's no question. But it feels like I'm on the final stretch now. This thing is kind of coming to an end, and I suppose I feel good. That gives me a bit of motivation, extra motivation. So I am in pain, but I get motivation from that. I'm just going to get running, so I'll talk to you later, alright. I just remembered, that place, Craigielechie. Obviously I was just calling it Craigielechie because I didn't know what the hell it was called. So it's Craigielechie, which I like, that sounds a lot better. And I was just wanting to make the point that, don't mock people when they don't know something. It's not their fault they don't know it. There's a hell of a lot of things you probably don't know that they know, so don't take the high ground and be all smart-arsey about it. If somebody says something and they say it wrong, have a little giggle to yourself, but be pleasant about it and just correct them nicely, because you never know, one day could be your turn. Okay, just a quick extra diary piece. There's a little bridge just off the track that I'm fancying another look at, and as we know, it's important to follow divergence, because you never know, you might get a nice surprise. Might be a risky thing, but it could be a good surprise. So I've just had a little break from the run. The route is back there, so just having a rest, and I just started coming down to see the bridge. But what I also thought was, running is quite exhausting. You don't always want to run, so why not do it in style? Yeah, this is much easier. That was quite a disappointing finish, really. That's what she said. Sorry about that. I forgot to show you the bridge. To be honest, it was just a bridge, It was alright. Because I like bridges. I think bridges are cool. Bridges are kind of symbolic, It's going to be a bridge over something. I think it's the only kind of bridge you get, actually, to be honest. But it certainly helps you get from one side to the other. And obviously, the experience of days 5 and 6 were very much bridge oriented. And I don't know if it came across, but I was starting to develop a deep resentment for bridges, particularly bridges that weren't there. And I can tell it affected my mood. But here's the thing. So, at the start of day 8, excuse me. At the start of day 8, there's a fantastic bridge over the Spey. And I loved it, it's amazing. So, I was trying to reassess my relationship with bridges. It's always important to reassess your relationships. I like it now. I'm happy with it. And even the bridges that are there, I feel they add something. So I think I think I needed to go through the experience to help me appreciate it better. Again, I know it's a bit deep, but I'm a deep kind of guy. Sorry. That's very interesting. I've been following this river for quite a while, and it's generally been quite a smooth thing, quite calm. But that's an unusually turbulent pace, and it just kind of stopped me in my tracks, to be honest. But turbulence can do that, or it can make you fall out of the sky, or at least sort of, you know, jiggle around a bit. But just a nice piece of river I thought I would show you. Yeah, day 8. I'm doing alright today actually, but I'm sort of feeling the need to stop a bit more often than probably normal, and that's just because of the pain in my legs really. So I'm trying to think. I think you guys might have seen the injury video by now, so you can see what's on my mind. Anyway, so what I'm doing instead is just doing probably a lot more shorter sections of diary. As beforehand, they'd come into my mind while I was running along. Things would enter my head as I'm running along, start thinking about things, and I'd try and sort of save them all up and then do it when I got to a point for being tired with the diary. Now I'm kind of doing it differently. I'm running along, I'm thinking of something, I'm thinking, do you know what, I'm just going to stop for a minute then and do a diary piece. So just in terms of, it just occurred to me, I said a piece about marathon running, and I know it's probably been about the 4th time I've said it now, but on yesterday's video I think I said, you know, I've never done a marathon before, so I just wanted to clarify. The reason for saying that was not to make it some kind of big kind of I've never done a marathon before and look at me now. The point was, in planning this, I didn't know if I was actually capable, to tell you the truth. Didn't know if it was something I could do or not. For me, that just, I said on an early video, can't remember which day now, that the challenge was to run from one side to the other, to run the whole of it, not walk, to just run, fire on through. Oh, have I got snot? I think I've got snot. I think I've got snot. Just a second. I think it's gone. You get a lot when you're running. Anyway, tell you what, I'm covered in spots as well. It's ridiculous. It's like being a teenager again. I think I just need, I need to stop sweating constantly, to be honest with you. Anyway, so yeah, the challenge was to run from one side of Scotland to the other. The challenge was to run from the start to the finish, and I didn't know if I was capable of doing it. I did need to take a lot of stops. I needed to take some detours. The path got trickier in places than I was expecting it to. There were times when I thought it would have been easy, but it turned out to be much harder. Sometimes I had directions, sometimes those directions were right, sometimes those directions were wrong, sometimes I didn't have directions, sometimes I was relying on other people. It's just been a crazy thing. But the thing was, I didn't know if I was capable of doing it. As I say, I don't do marathons in one go, so I was never interested in doing, when I say a marathon a day, I was never going to run 26 miles non-stop, day after day after day. I just wanted to run the route, and if that broke down into 12 days or 3 days or 400 days, that was the point. I just wanted to see if I could run the whole way, and so far it's looking okay. I've kind of got myself drawn into this idea of this 9 days thing, and obviously this is day 8, so yes, that dictates a certain pace. If you take your foot off the pedal, you know, there's a danger that you just go too slow and you won't actually achieve anything. On the other hand, if you go too fast and try and do it in so many days, I would have missed all those sort of wonderful diversions and distractions. So it's about trying to pace it right, trying to get to the end in your own time, and so far it seems to be doing alright. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Bye. quick diary, another stop. It's something I've thought about doing before, but I haven't done, so I'll film it now, and then I can always not put it into the diary. But the thing is, obviously, when I'm running, I do sweat a lot, as you can tell, and part of the problem is I do have quite a hairy chest, and there's a reason for that. It's because I'm a man, obviously. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this. I don't know if it'll come out. I need to see if it'll come out or not. So, yeah, maybe not. Anyway, so my sweat patch, I got like 2 eyes and no, it's like a face. I get like a face. It's like a sweaty face on me tummy thing. Hello. Day 8, another piece. I'm kind of trying to tie up all these loose ends. So another piece I keep meaning to do was to apologise for some of the language I've been using on these video diaries. It's a tricky one. I mean, even from the very first one, really, I was aware that obviously not everyone would like the language I use. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I don't care, but you know, I'm not at work. This is not a family thing. This is a me thing. It's a take it or leave it. You can always switch it off. The key thing is, I certainly don't intend to offend or upset anybody. Absolutely not. Never have done. Never intend to upset someone. But obviously I appreciate I might have done. So my apologies, sincerely. And all I would say to people who are bothered by my language is, one thing though, this morning on our way up to Avalur to start the section today, day 8, the drive up, it made sense to drive up towards Aberdeen and then inland from Aberdeen. And as you approach Stonehaven, you get to see the road comes right next to the North Sea. And I realised this just at the last minute and closed my eyes. A bit sad, but that was all part of the thing for me. You see, I don't really don't want to see the sea until I've made it there under my own steam. The last sea I saw was the Atlantic Ocean a few days ago. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm gonna have to do this diary on the move. I wouldn't normally, but so it's day 8. It's quite late on. Feeling a little bit down because just a few minutes ago I kind of ground to a halt. Quite painful legs, obviously. I think I've told you that already. And yeah, I just kind of couldn't really go on. So the teammate had a conversation, and we kind of came to the conclusion that, because this is Saturday, day 8, came to the conclusion that finish by Sunday really is just, that's out of the question now. So I think I've just posted about that. So you've probably already seen that. So it's just this tricky thing because, as I say, I'm not in a race. I'm not interested in racing to the finish. This thing has evolved. There's been times where I could have taken a much easier route. There were some obvious shortcuts, but they weren't as pretty, or they were, I don't know, just yeah, not as interesting. So I chose to take the interesting path, take the diversions, etc. Stick to the footpaths, try and follow the directions, try and I just wanted to do the full experience, certainly with those 2 footpaths, with the East Island Way and the Speyside Way. And I'm not suggesting it's cost me, but the thing is, it's left me with too many miles to do. each day if I'm wanting to get it done by 9. 9 days that is. Now the thing is, I never set a target time or date or anything. I always knew this thing would take as long as it would take. The problem was, everybody's always asking me, oh, how long do you think it'll take? I said, well, I don't know, I've never done it before. So it's not a problem, it's just that because this thing's grown now, and there's just quite a number of people out there sort of taking note of what's happening, I'm just worried there's going to be a bit of disappointment. So I think I'll get my mojo back, but right now, I don't know. Yeah. It's that funny thing. I'm happy. I'm loving it. This is great. Look at it again. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm loving it. Thank you. This is another diary on the move. Orange bandit on the run. Wow. So this is day 8, Sunday night. It's late. This is after the video before, obviously, and I've changed my mind. I decided to do a bit more. Obviously, well, we had the break to discuss what to do. Obviously, you get a bit of recovery going on. No cup of soup, though, I think. I think I've got chili beans in the pocket. Can you believe it? No, I haven't. Let me just check. Oh. Nope. That's the problem. Right there. I will have words. I'll give a shout to Team Main in a minute. Chili babies required. But anyway, point being, got a bit of recovery going on, so I decided to just try a bit more. Still pretty much thinking it's going to be 2 more days after this one. But you never know, depends. I'm not sure how much light there's left. At least on roads, so it's not like I'm in the middle of a glen or something, so I'll let you know how I get on.